Alcohol and tobacco are like fraternal twins. And like bad parents, America has chosen one over the other. My father has smoked since age 16. And because of his smoking, he has had 9 heart attacks. All related to smoking issues. With this being said, I hope you understand I don't condone smoking whatsoever. But I do believe that alcohol is still more dangerous than tobacco. Because it's self-destructive, it's dangerous to others, and it's dangerous to the ones who love you. I know I'm taking a risk explaining the reasons why alcohol is worse than tobacco to a bunch of college students, but it also might help me out. We all do stupid things when we're drunk. I'm sure a lot of you regret a drunken night that you're just acting really stupid or done something you didn't really want to do. The truth is, alcohol and that regret is self-destructive. You might say something that you don't mean. You might do something that you never really do. And you might make others look at you like you never wanted to be looked at. According to Rick Blizzard, editor of Healthcare Magazine, 1 in every 3 U.S. teens have been affected by alcohol in a negative light. I know that doesn't seem like a lot. It's only 33%. But those kids that were interviewed were only between the ages of 15 and 17. How many kids do you know, or even from your own experiences, have had one too many cigarettes? Or just maybe, just went one over the limit and got really, buzzed over a cigarette, And how many of you know that, somebody caught an STD because, they had one too many cigarettes? Just stupid stuff like that. It not only affects you, but it affects others. According to the American Lung Association, over 400,000 people die due to lung disease. It's actually the number 3 killer in the U.S. Here's a chart showing the number of deaths relative to smoking issues. This isn't alcohol, this is actually smoking, but it's going to help me prove my point. As you can see, the first couple bars are all deal with smoking issues: lung cancer, coronary heart disease, chronic pulmonary disease, obstruction, other diagnoses, strokes, and other cancers. But the one I'm really focused on is secondhand smoke. These people have never picked up a cigarette in their lives, but they are being affected by smoking, all because of some jerk. Now, these people that are affected by secondhand smoke are called true victims. True victims are people who willingly did not partake in smoking. This statistic right here is anywhere from the ages of 1 to 19. Even infancy, when they're in the womb, they're still affected by smoking a lot. So people actually die from secondhand smoke. The next chart is drunk driving accidents. These are all people who died, both yes and no. These people on this side have died but didn't have alcohol in their system. And these are the people that died that did have alcohol in their system. As you can see, the people to the left, their bars overtake the ones to the right. These are your true victims. These are the people that didn't drink. These are the people that were just going about their business at night or even during the day. These people over here, these are the people that willingly picked up a beer and got behind the wheel of a car. These are your true victims. Now, as you can see, unfortunately, alcohol is the winner. Not only does this affect people that you don't know, this affects the people that love you. Alcohol causes problems not only by the consumer, but by the people that love the consumer. And it's not always fatal. Alcohol problems can tear a family apart. It can cause a father to beat a child or even his wife. It can get children into trouble at a young age, or overall just make your life a living hell. Not only to you, but for the people around you. I personally know someone that has always had a problem with drinking. You can call it unlucky or you can call it his fault. When he hit junior year, he started to drink and quickly became a drunk. He got caught in high school at a high school dance drunk and got into deep shit with the school and with his parents. He got caught by his parents several times drunk, passed out actually. His dad had to come pick him up, and his dad is actually an LAPD officer and a very strict dude. He just was not happy. I've known this guy since 4th grade, and since 4th grade, we've been best friends. But after high school, he decided that he didn't want to hang out with me anymore because I wasn't as a heavy drinker as he was. We grew apart, and I didn't talk to him for about a year. While I didn't talk to him, he was going to junior college, and he got a full-ride scholarship to the University of North Dakota for football. He lost the scholarship because he violated his scholarship agreement 3 times because of alcohol consumption as a minor. And now he's back in La Habra with a part-time job, not going to school, he's doing nothing. In conclusion, with that being said, I truly believe that alcohol is more fatal or more devious than tobacco, and the fact that it can be self-destructive. It has more true victims, as you can see, and than any other foreign substance, and it can not only affect you, but the people who love you and the people around you. Thank you.
So Garrett, what did you think?
Really good. I think you started out well, had a good attention getter, and everybody kind of got quiet and was really paying attention because there was something personal in. And, so that was good. The intro was good, I thought. Obviously, had all kinds of good statistics and good backup for what he was talking about. If I had for the sake of picking something, it's kind of hard since I know I had my own problems with, I think, organizing it is probably the toughest part. And I would probably guess that would be something that could improve, just the organization. Maybe the fact that slightly seemed more persuasive in some areas and instead of informative. But still, I think overall it was really good. I think the topic selection was good because despite all the information that we have on it, it's still obviously a problem that we deal with, so that was good.
Okay. I think the whole comparative thing to tobacco might work as an attention device, but it's not really necessary in the rest of the speech. Your thesis could be about the unseen dangers or the problem of creating true victims of alcohol use and trying to bring them to light. And then it doesn't seem quite as much an argumentative speech as opposed to an informative speech. And then you're focusing, I think, on the issues that people don't always recognize. You brought up a few hypothetical examples at the beginning about, you don't smoke and get an STD, or you don't smoke and just go a little bit too far over the line, but you do all those kinds of things with alcohol. And I was looking for some other information to illustrate those points. I think that would have strengthened the content of the speech a little bit more. The driving risk comparison that you make is a little confusing because we don't get the total numbers. The death rates, you're kind of comparing the true victims, I suppose, of smoking versus those who are involved in some kind of alcohol-related accident. And I'm not sure what it gets you to be able to do that. I think you're better off by talking about what who the so-called true victims are and what the consequences are, not just to them, but to, like you hinted at, the families or people who know them. You've got some good personal illustrations that you're sharing with us. The example of your friend whose life has lost a lot of its direction and had opportunities taken away because he could not get ahead of the alcohol thing. That's I think, a good point. So the argument here in that situation is not just that people die, but it's that their life is affected in some way negatively, and I think that might be a good way to do that. I think you've got a pretty sincere and genuine way of speaking about the subject, but like I said before, it sounds more like you're trying to make it an argument. I'd agree with Garrett about the organization issues, too. I think there are some problems there. It needs a lot more structure. All right, thank you.